Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to discuss about the two attributes, async attribute and defer attribute for my script tag. I would like to discuss about these two attributes, async and defer. How these two attributes are going to work if I add this one as an attribute to my script tag. Okay, maybe I can write the script tag like this. No attribute, nothing. I may write like this. I may write like this. I may write like this also. Okay, different base for write like this also. First, why we go for script tag? If you want to load one external JS file into your HTML file, then you can go with the script tag. Another one is like internal scripting also. If you want to write, you can write. But I want in this example, I want to use this script tag to load my script file into my HTML. What my script file is contains, what is the problem if I didn't write async? Okay, if I write like async, which problem I overcome, how my defer is going to work, all these things we are going to cover as part of this session. First of all, the script we can use like without any attribute, we can use by using async, we can use by using defer. First of all, let me take one example. Okay, if I not write anything, what is the issue? Okay, after that, okay, how we can overcome this problem, how my async and defer, if I place to my script, how it's going to work, we'll discuss. Now, first of all, write some piece of code, HTML code, you can write it. Okay, write one test.html, write some code here. Just here, I have one h1 is there, such. Okay, create one script file, one.js. One.js is my script file. Here, I want to load my script. I want to load my, wherever you want, you can load it, no problem at all. Okay, load my script. And then I have one para is there. Inside this one.js, just I want to write only one line of code, get element by, okay, get or query parameter, query selector, query selector I want to use. Here you can write like a selector. Para. Here I'm going to write like inner text is like a dot. If I write like this, now it gives me an error. If I run this one, it gives me an error. Why this gives me an error means it is inspect it, go to my console, it gives me one error or not. Uncaught, reference error, type error. I am not able to set property of null on null. This inner text is said. Okay, on null, this is like a null now. If this inner text property, I am not able to set it. Like this, he throws an error or not. Why this error came? Here there is no attribute, nothing. Why this error came means in HTML, whatever you written the code. Okay, let me open page. Whatever you written the code, that code is going to execute like a line by line. Okay, no script. Okay, that means no attribute. First, we can talk about no attribute. No attribute. If it is no attribute, if it is like a no attribute, okay, how this particular test.html execution flow is looks like means it looks like this. Okay, first what happened, first my h1 is going to load, h1 is going to load, h1 load, h1 loading. Okay, once my h1 is loading, that means my line number 1 loading completed. And then what is the next step? What is the next one? Script tag. So that first in the script, two parts are there. Any script is going to execute, any JS file is going to execute, two operations is going to perform. One is like script loading, another one is like script execution. Script loading and script execution. Okay, first of all, my script is going to load. Line number 3 is there, like line by line is going to execute script, so that my one.js is going to load first. Loaded. Okay, this one line loaded, and then what happened immediately, and then it is executing the script. Okay, if it is executing, document.query selector p is there or not at this point of time. Okay, at the time of executing my third line, my fifth line is like pending only. It's not loading inside the browser. So that my document.query selector of P is like a null at that time. So null dot inner text. Okay, on null, you are not perform any operation so that it throws an error or not. So only Sachin only painted in the browser. Here it throws an error, so it's not taking care of my para or not. Okay, without script, this is the problem. Without script, this is the problem. So that come here. Okay, write something like I want to make you like perfect. Okay, I want to show you the difference between with attribute, without attribute. So let me remove these things. Okay, right. No attribute. One is like what? No attribute. The next one is like async is there. Async is there. The next one is like what? Defer is there. If it is like no attribute, first in our example, my HTML is going to load or not? My HTML is going to load. My HTML is going to load. Okay, so that HL means HTML load. HTML loading. Okay, the next one, SL means script loading. Script loading. Okay, SC means script execution. Okay, in our example, first, my HTML is going to load or not? My HTML is going to load. Once my HTML is loaded, in between you find that one script. So that what happened here, from here, my script is going to load or not? My script is going to load. My script is going to load. Once my script loaded, after that immediately what happened? My script execution also start or not? My script execution also start. My script execution is also start. When inside my script execution, if you find any errors, then the time the next code will not execute. If it is not, if there is no errors, nothing, then the time the remaining statements will execute. Para next one is going to execute. Okay, it's like a flow. Okay, one by one, one by one, one by one. First H1, see the code. First H1, and then script loading, and then script execution, and then it comes to this part or not. Now, if I add a async here, async attribute here, now see my output will come or not. First check. Yeah, my output come. Okay. If it is like async, then how it is going to work? I will see. Very simple thing. Listen carefully. Again, open the page. First, as usual. First, what happened? My HTML code is going to load. First, what happened? My HTML code is going to load. HTML code is going to load. Now, the next one is what? Next one, I find like a script with async tag. Script with async tag. That is an important. If it is like script with async tag, then what happened? You know, my script starts its loading. My script starts its loading. SL script starts its loading. Now my HTML loading will not stop here. My HTML loading will not stop here. That means what? My HTML loading also, remaining tags also parallelly it's going to load. Parallelly it's going to load. Okay, that means here my script loading and my HTML loading parallelly going or not? Parallelly going. Okay, HTML loading also going on. Once my script loading is completed, then that time my HTML loading is going to stop. My script loading completed here. Okay, how much time my script loading is going to take? That much time my HTML code also loading parallelly, asynchronously. Okay, parallel both are going. Once my script loading is completed, the next level is what? My script execution, right? While executing the script, my HTML loading is going to pass. My HTML loading is going to stop. Once my script execution is completed, okay, then only my HTML loading will resume again. My HTML loading will resume again. This is the way my async is going to work. This is the way my async is going to work. So see, my HTML loading is going to execute. HTML loading is nothing but what? In our example, H1 is going to execute, and then script loading, right? Okay, while loading the script one line, okay, HTML also will load. HTML what? Para also loading or not? So at the time of loading, my para also loading or not? So once my loading is completed, at the time my para also loaded. Once my para loaded, yes, at the time of executing 1.js, this code, my para, you can get it or not. So once I get the para, I assign that Tony to my para. So that particular code is going to, that means the para is going to assign with what? Assign with the content of Tony or not. After that, if you have any HTML is there here, okay, not only here, there's multiple HTML piece of code is there, that code will execute or not. After script execution is done. Now differ. From here, take this one like a differ. For differ also, there is no error. How my differ is going to work means come here. See, write differ first. As usual, okay, start in our example, HTML loading. Okay, HTML loaded. And then my script, I found some script or not. I found some script. So here, my script loading is going to start. My script loading is going to start. My script loading is going to start. Here also, my HTML loading will never stop. It will never stop. Okay, my HTML loading continuing. Okay, once my script loading is completed, in your Async, what happened? Once my script loading is completed, my HTML loading is going to pause or not. My script execution is going on. But here, once my script loading is completed, okay, execution not at start. First, all my HTML code is going to load. Total HTML code is going to load. Once you get the confirmation like everything is done, HTML loading is completed. Okay, once my HTML loading is completed, then only my script execution is going to start. Then only my script execution is going to start. That is like differ. Okay, that means what? My script loading and my HTML loading is like going parallelly. Okay, once my script loading is completed, my script execution is not yet started. Total HTML loading is completed, then only my script execution is going to start or not. Okay, always my differ is the safe way, because if you want to perform any operation on the DOM elements, okay, my execution should start when? Once my DOM everything is loaded, then only my execution has to start or not. So that you should have to go with that differ. This is the way no attribute and async and differ is going to work. Thanks guys, thanks for watching.